Are we okay with this? Can we talk something else? Okay, thank you. You see, one thing I understand about life is that truth don't change. Truth does not change. But the fact is, you might not have some truthful knowledge yet. I don't know. Just like what we shared today. You have not thought of all of these things before. It has probably not crossed your heart at all. But it is there, and it is constant, and it will never change. Let's assume now, this thing is truth. I'm not saying this thing is true though, but because we've accepted, you know this thing we call white today now, I am not saying it is white, but yet till tomorrow I still agree it is white, because that is what I know and I'm convinced and I've accepted, right? But do you know why I said I don't know, I only believe? Because somebody named it white, or a group of people name it white. Initially it was something that they don't know, and this thing too don't know itself, but they come together to agree that it is white. Are you getting it? So now let's agree that it is a truth, it is a fact that it is white. Do you know now, this thing has been white. They've been calling this thing white before they gave birth to me. They've been calling it white before they gave birth to you, ma. And we are still calling it white, even when Mimo is still tender. Mimo does not know color now. She can't differentiate color. But she knows this thing is something. But you know, because she does not know it is white, this is blue, that is red, does not change that it will change from white to be called black. That is what I'm saying. Truth does not change. She doesn't have that knowledge.
It's only what you believe.
But she will come to have the knowledge as she grows, that this thing is white, this thing is blue, that one is red. It will not change from what it is called. That is why I said truth does not change. I don't know if this is not truth that it is blue. It might come to change, maybe many centuries to come, when somebody who could convince the whole world that it shouldn't be white, it should be purple, and everybody, the world accepted, you know, that changes it. But until then, it remains white. So let's assume this is truth now. Truth does not change. What I want to share with you now, I'm not trying to convince you to believe or not believe. I'm not trying to impose it on you, but I just want to share what I believe is truthful, is truth with you. And I want us to resonate together. This is an open interaction, and I want us to be open. Let me start now. I have a knowledge that you are not human. I have a knowledge you are not human. I don't know if you have something to say or ask.
I'm not human.
Yes, I have a knowledge you are not human.
What did you say to say I'm not human?
Okay, thank you. You know, it's just like the previous discussion we had that I have a knowledge you don't know your mother, and we discussed that, right? Now, I will prove to you now, and I want us to see it together, to now check if you are truly human or not. Let's start from this. We said earlier, if you still remember, that when you are being given birth to, you don't know nothing, not even who gave birth to you. Now, I will ask a question. From that day you are being given birth to, you have life. You are breathing, right? But you don't know who you are or what you are. Let me ask the question. What was the first identity they gave you? That was given to you?
Without me.
As you arrived, they gave birth to you, madam. Oh, thank you. You happen to be a mother. You gave birth to Mimo. That day Mimo arrived this planet Earth. She doesn't know herself. She doesn't know what or who she has or who she is. But you gave her an identity was given to her. What was the identity?
That she's a girl.
That she's a baby girl. You see, that was an identity. Was she the one that tagged herself baby girl?
No.
But people did. Baby girl. An identity was given to you. Baby girl. Do you know you were not the one that brought tag with you that you're a baby girl? And from that day you arrived, you are something. I don't know if we are getting something here. Yeah. You arrive, you are something. You don't know you. The people you arrived into their midst don't know you. Don't know what you are. Just as we agree that some people come to tag this thing white, the color white. They don't know what you are. You don't know you. But for them to make you feel associated with the society, for them to make you feel welcome among where you find yourself, that was the reason they tagged you baby girl, human. But originally you don't know you. But do you know the truth that you still don't know you as at then? Because now they are human. They call you human. They tag you human. They will now start nurturing you. They started nurturing you in a manner of human. I don't know if I'm making sense. They start teaching you the ways of human. They start telling you how they do their own things, which they expected you to do it that way too. Because they have dominion over you as at that point in time. I don't know if you are getting it. To clarify that, I will ask a question. You arrived. They call you human. They call you baby, which you agree you are. Now I will ask 2 or 3 questions. When you started talking, okay, thank God, Mimo is one, and she started saying something. Is she speaking Yoruba? Is she speaking your language?
No.
But is she deaf or dumb?
No.
But she's talking.
Yes.
And she's saying something. Do you understand what she's saying?
No. I only know she's communicating.
But you know she's communicating in her own way.
Yeah.
But that way is that way your own way?
Not my way. I only teach her my own way. So which means we are only living on knowledge.
We are living on knowledge. Because we are not being given that grace to live who we should be, to discover what we should be. So now you will teach her, you give her that knowledge of who you are and you want her to be. You teach her your language. She starts speaking your language. Sorry dear. Auntie no joke. You know you fall my hand. So, like we are saying, the moment you start teaching Mimo how to speak Yoruba, this is come, this is wa, this is papa, this is daddy. You say go, you say muwa, bring it. You say this. Do you know now you start imposing all of those things on her, and automatically you start taking away, driving away some things that are original within her. Abi, it's not possible she speak. You won't speak like this. But can you speak like that?
No.
Only if you are kidding.
Except for fun.
Except for fun. So that is to say, the moment you start imposing all of those things into her, you are driving away some original potentials, which is who she is, or she should be. Okay. You put this thing like this. Do you know Mima can come and turn it upside down? But you caution her that no, this is how we should do it. And she started doing it like that in time. You put something there, she went to take it without your consent. At first you consider she's a child. As time goes on, you start spanking her that she's doing wrong. But to her, what she's doing wrong? She was living her original being.
Her
personal value, the way she. But now, because you have dominion over her, you will drive all of those originality away and leave her as her consciousness grows. Leave her consciousness to grow, to start accepting those things that was imposed on her as normal, as right, forgetting that they were imposed. I don't know if we are still making sense here.
Yeah.
For clarification and to be sure that we are really making sense from your hand, I will use something to portray this. Let's assume in our house now, we are living together. We are nursing dogs. And our female dog gave birth to puppies. Puppies. You know, we didn't call those babies dog yet. We call them puppy. We now went as far as forest where we have lions. I don't mean zoo. I mean forest where we have original lion, not tamed lions. We now went and saw a lioness who just gave birth to cubs. We now took 1 or 2 of our cubs, brought them home, and started nurturing those cubs in the midst of the puppies. I want to ask you, ma'am, in 6 months, 1 year time, those cubs who should become lions, how will they be acting like?
Well, they will still be acting like dogs.
They will act like dogs.
Yeah.
Do you believe me that they will bark? Just like dog bark.
Because they believe they are dogs.
Because they believe they are dog and they live, they see things that dogs do, and they will be practicing those things dogs do, and they will do them.
I agree with you in that aspect. But at the end of it,
But that does not change the fact that they are not dog. Abi, that does not change the fact that they are not dogs. They are lions, right? But before you come to that point,
because at the end,
yeah,
they still bring that lion
original potential. Now we are going somewhere.
Okay.
We are going somewhere. But at that point, in 1 year, 2 years, do you know they will do as dog does? And even if you tell them or somebody tell them that, come, hey, you guys are not dog, do you know they will tell you that no, they are dog? They will tell you, even back at you, that come on, we are dogs. Why? Because they don't have that knowledge. They don't know who they are. They only find themselves in their environment, their consciousness grown to know, and that is what they believe. Now going back to where you were pulling at, that at long run. Before that, those lions, we know that they are not lions. Something will happen. Something has to happen. Is either probably they started asking themselves some questions, or they start paying attention to themselves and start seeing that there are things that are actually different from them that are not in others. I don't know if you are getting it. Or one way or the other, they walk and went out and traveled and find themselves in a forest, and they saw lions up front. You know, they know how they look. But when they were in the midst of dogs, they will never think that they are looking different. They will never have that consciousness that they are looking in any way different. But that day that they find themselves, or one of them find him or herself in forest and saw the original likeness, I don't know if you get it. Saw original lion and saw that, this is how I look. You know, it will look strange in the first place that, so somebody who looks like me exists. Who look like this, like I look, existed, because they've never seen such. Now that's lion that is now a dog will now see those copy of his likes and will now be shivering and will now be looking at them like strangers. But the moment those ones sighted it or her, will they roar at it? They want to move closer to it, like, this is a part of us. But do you know, the moment they took steps, that one will be scared. Why? Because their steps are different from his own steps, and their steps are scary. I don't know if I'm making sense. So if he is not patient enough, he might run back home. But the fact remains that even if he runs back home, he will still go back some other day, because what he's seen will start influencing